I'm on a roll today, but I won't be releasing um these videos all in one day. So this is the third video I've recorded today, and I just feel the energy of it. I must be needing to focus on other things throughout the week, so I'm trusting the energy of it. I got two new decks this weekend, and I'm so excited because both of these decks, one I picked and one my husband picked. And he picked, oh my gosh, he picked Cat Tarot. Oh, and so I just cleansed the deck, and I'm going to use it for this reading. But I have another deck that I haven't cleansed yet, but I had to get on here. This is the one I picked. It's Forest Friends. I was just so drawn to it. And I'm so excited to go through this deck and do a reading with them. So I have 4 or 5 animal decks now. So animal spirit is very strong with me. So if you are connecting with me, then animals probably are wanting to communicate with you, and you probably are someone who connects with animals just naturally. So, excuse me, what came through was I was unpackaging this deck and it had plastic on it. And normally I would either use my teeth or I would get scissors or a knife. And I was like, why not just use my lighter? Lit it like put a little hole it was so efficient in tearing a hole for me to be able to pull the rest of it off. And I was like, oh, that was so much easier than scissors. And then I thought about this weekend at the Halloween party, and I'm getting like a sensation in my left temple here. That's interesting. What is that energy? Okay. This feels like important message that's trying to be stopped, but 2:17 on the timer. Um we were doing hookah at the Halloween party, and hookah is just a tobacco, flavored tobacco kind of thing. And and so there was spider webs on the table, from decorative spider webs. Well, one of like a little ember fell onto the spider web, and like a hole this size was burnt into the spider web. Luckily, one of my friends saw it and was like patting it out, but how quickly it spread. And then that made me think of my husband. When I was doing a birthday celebration thing with him, I did a balloon pop thing, and I had him choose his weapon. And so I had like a pin, like a push pin, scissors, a fork, a lighter, and something else I can't remember. And he chose the really sharp scissors to throw at the balloons. And I was like, honestly, I thought you would have chosen the lighter. And he goes, that feels like cheating to me. And I was like, oh, yeah, because it would be so easy to walk up to the balloon and just pop it with this. And I was like, why does something so easy feel like cheating, And then it made me realize that we have that subconscious belief in us that we have to work hard. We have to earn a reward. So, and you could see it was physical proof that he has that subconscious belief in him that he has to work hard to get a reward because he chose the scissors and he had to work to pop the balloons even though they were very sharp. So, there's something here about why do we take the hard path when there is an easy path available? There's an easy path available. No, a it's not a shortcut. Ooh, yeah, some people are taking that as a shortcut. It's not a shortcut. It's that we are choosing a harder path because we feel like we have to get what we desire. And I'm getting a message from Spirit saying it's not that hard to get what we desire. There is an easier path, but we have to get rid of the subconscious belief that we have to work so hard for everything we want, or that we have to earn it. Why don't we already deserve it? I don't. So there's something there to be reflected on. Okay, so I'm going to cleanse my deck now. I'm going to pause the video, cleanse my deck, but I had to get that message out before I pause the video. So give me just a second. So it was 11:11 on the clock and 5:22 when I stopped the timer. So there's definitely balance there. I mean, 11:11, 2:2, and that 5 is change. Okay. So that to me is saying that change is happening. You can tell change is happening in your life right now because it is needing to change in order to create balance. And that is the ultimate theme I'm feeling right now for the collective. So I cleansed my both the decks, and I'm so excited to be using these decks for messages for the collective. So I'm getting like the camera needs to be turned down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, that feels more balanced. All right, I'm going to start with my forest friends, and I'm so excited for this deck, you guys. So let's see what our forest friends wants to tell us this reading for the collective. I love it because it has like, oh yeah, here we go. We've got ducklings. Oh, look, 2 ducks with their ducklings. I definitely get family, community, ecosystem from this. And this is the inquisitive duckling. Curiosity. Stay curious. Keep finding new possibilities. What are you curious about? Oh, I love this. I'm getting for some that they view curiosity as a negative thing because I got the saying curiosity killed the cat. Yeah, you've got to, when you're being curious, you've got to follow your intuition as well. Like, am I being curious? Do I really need to know this, or am I being nosy? Being curious means ask questions, like, why? Why does it like that? How did it get that way? Where did that come from? What other things can I do? Is there anything else I can know about this topic? Yeah, I definitely, maybe that's something. Oh, wow. So I just all of a sudden got like podcasts and interviewing someone, asking questions. You may be someone who's very inquisitive and loves to ask questions. People have called you nosy probably your whole life, but you're curious. You're a curious person. You want to know the inside. You want to know the inside details of things. And some people aren't comfortable sharing the inside details of things. So you can rub people the wrong way sometimes, I'm getting, with your questions. And I don't feel that you are you are not meaning to be invasive or rude or offensive. You are genuinely curious about the person you're asking the questions to. So you could be someone who interviews, or that is something you fall into, is interviewing people. All right, we've got rabbits here. Yes, and a lady dancing with rabbits with long brown hair. Hair. These are hares. Okay, so dancing with hares. This is energy. When you flow with energy, you inspire others to dance too. Yes. So this is being your authentic self, showing up as your authentic self. I find it very interesting that I'm putting these cards not on where I place my tarot cards, but I'm placing them to the side. So this feels like energy that's kind of just there. So we've got inquisitive, so you're curious, and then energy. So it feels like Spirit's wanting you to put energy towards being curious. And as you continue to be curious and put focus on getting answers, getting truths, then and I'm getting you're an intuitive person, so you can tell when you're getting genuine answers versus just telling you what you want to hear. I'm feeling like you're somebody's like, I just told you my whole life story and I don't even like, I can't believe I just did that, like you're someone people just spill things to because they can feel your, well, first, your warmness and openness and your non-judgmentalness. That's the key, is that you are non-judgmental when you're asking these questions. But some people may pick up that you are. However, that could be their own fear of being judged that's coming forward instead of feeling that you're being judgmental, if that makes sense. Okay. So here comes the cat tarot. Now, cats have an energy of independence, of sovereignty, of self-sufficiency. I mean, truly, they're a very independent creature. Cats have a reputation. And so I'm getting that this deck is got the energy of cats all over it. So I'm picking up on a collective, because I was going to clean up, and then I was going through the bags that we had from this weekend, and here is the cat tarot, 11:24 on the timer just now. So let's see what the collective needs to know at this time. We're picking up an independent, fierce, divine feminine collective. I'm picking up the divine feminine here, that divine feminine energy that's within all of us. Let's see what that energy has to say. We've got the devil and the high priestess. And look at these images. I just love it. Oh, are these not clashing energies or what? But I also feel them working together. Okay, I'm getting like Little Nicky with Adam Sandler, and he's the devil's son, and the reason he was born was because the devil had an affair with an angel. And so Little Nicky was produced. So he has good and evil inside of him, right? And so he can choose which direction to go. And that's kind of what I'm getting, is that you have a shadow side and a light side. And so I'm getting that these are coming into balance. I mean, just look at these images. I love them. But the high priestess is coming out because that lets me know you definitely are so intuitive, so psychic, so in touch with your spiritual and gifted spiritual gift side of yourself. And I can see that it's tempted you to use your gifts you've been tempted in the past to use your gifts in a curious way, but almost edging on the side of being nosy, like using your gifts to want to manipulate others, or to just using your gifts in a way that's not going to produce good karma for yourself. If you're using your gifts to sabotage someone, or you're using your gifts to find out information that's none of your business, or you're using your gifts without permission, without someone's permission, I feel this warning from these cards that when you hold the power of these gifts, you also hold a great responsibility for these gifts. And that's the thing. A lot of people know their power. They know they're powerful, but they choose to use it they choose to fall into temptations that lead them down darker paths. But I see that you, just like Little Nicky, are someone who chooses to use their connection to spirit for good. To use your gifts for good, to use it to heal. And so I definitely feel a healer here who has come through the ringer, because there's a time that you could have chosen to use your gifts for your own advantage, even though it wasn't really an advantage. It's just it felt that way, right? Okay. So I'm getting that also when you use your gifts for something that isn't true and authentic and is really not your concern, that it first of all, it builds up karma, and you've got to decide what karma you're trying to build up. Are you building up good karma, or things coming around to teach you a lesson kind of karma? Okay. But also that I lost it, you guys. That message went away, so it must not be for now. It might come back. Oh, that's right. Okay. So that you may have attempted to use your gifts in a manipulative way, or just being nosy and curious about something that's none of your business. And the only reason I feel that you were trying to know something is so that you could manipulate or control the situation, right? It's like you wanted to know inside information so that you had the one up on somebody. It just doesn't feel like the best of intentions here. And this could be your energy, or it could be someone around you if you're not resonating with it. But this person, when they try to use their gifts in this way, in the devil kind of way, it's almost like they got the answer that they were wanting. So whenever you're looking into someone, you're trying to find information that confirms what you feel. So I'm getting the message that be careful which avenues you go down, because you're going to find out information, and I'm getting that you may not want to know the information that you find out. Whew, that's some intense energy, y'all. I definitely feel a darker energy present, and this doesn't feel evil. It feels like temptations. It feels like the devil. These things that we say we need to do because we have to know, we have to find out. We've got to know, so we do devious things to find it out. I just see someone hiring a private detective, or, using their, but this is someone more spiritual that is more into like magic. I'm feeling like people using their magic, their power, their gifts, their spiritual gifts, their connection to spirit, to the unseen, to help them find out information that doesn't necessarily need to be found out. And it's almost like spirit saying, be careful what you're getting into. Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords is deception, deceiving. Ooh, interesting. I'm getting a message of be careful of the gifts that you are given, and that they need to be cleansed when you bring them into your space. So, it could just be like an innocent present that that someone gifts you, but they could put intentions on it of, gosh golly, just deceiving intentions, like spying on you or wanting their energy around you because it's disruptive. There's just deception here about the gifts that you are given, that you need to cleanse them, put them through the smoke of sage, just making sure that whatever comes into your space is cleansed of any preceding ill intentions or intentions that are not for your highest good. I definitely feel I'm connecting to a collective that practices magic, like physically and literally. The Star. Yeah. Your energy is that of the Star. And so I definitely feel that with you being a star, that people are approaching you maybe in a way that's not the most pure. And so the Star, though, what I'm seeing from your energy is that you are purifying some of this energy by either blocking the effects that they're having on you from their ill intentions, or you are making them reflect on themselves and what they're doing. Like, making them go, why am I doing this? Why am I focusing so much on this person instead of myself? Why am I jealous that they're at that point of their life? Why, it's just like, I see that your light is almost a portal, like almost a reflection of them visiting what they need to reflect upon. I'm getting Christmas Carol with the three ghosts that come to help Ebenezer Scrooge see his impact on the past, present, and future. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is slow moving healing energy. Oh my gosh. Look at that cat in the middle of his armor. So there's someone. Okay, give me a second with this. This is so cool. So there's someone. I just keep getting, there's someone on your mind and in your heart, but it feels like an attachment to you. But it also feels like a warmness, like there's someone on your mind and heart that you really care about, or this could be that they care about you. So I am getting for a certain collective that this person that was trying to invade your energy, they actually love you very much, but they're only loving you from where they are currently at in their spiritual awakening and self-love journey. And so it may come off as deceptive. It may appear not so genuine, but it truly is them loving you at the best of their ability, but you are the star. So you're seeing through their acts of love and how it's reflecting where they are in themselves. And in the past, I've seen that you've taken that as a personal attack on you, that they didn't love you, that they didn't respect you or care for you. But really what this is a reflection of where they're at in their self-love, and there's nothing personal here. They love you, but only to the best of their abilities, to the best of their healing phase of where they're at in their journey. Okay. So that seemed like someone needed to hear that as confirmation. We got 22:55 on the timer. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is it's a card of lack in Rider-Waite Tarot, but I'm getting a different energy from the Cat Tarot. Interesting. It's almost like abundance is being presented to you. But in a way that you don't want. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, abundance is being presented to you, but in a way that you don't want it. Oh, wow. It's almost like you're like, that's not how I want my money to come in. Is this coming from a place of lack because it's too easy? Why? Why do you feel like you don't want this? 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Okay. Well, one, I'm getting that saying that's been going around, especially in the younger crowd, 6, 7. Not sure what it means. I don't even know that I like how it came, that it came out of my mouth. Um, but we've also got 5, 6, 7 right here in order, and 7 of swords came out. So sevens and fives and sixes may be showing up for you lately. Um, 11:33 on the clock. Guys, can I get a clarifying? They're wanting me to get a clarifying card from my forest friends. 6 of Cups is about the past. 7 of Cups is about fantasizing of the future. Okay. Okay, so okay. So what we have here is you're not wanting to accept this abundance that is being offered to you because it is attached to someone or something that you don't necessarily want to be attached to. And then 6 and 7 comes out of Cups, where you're thinking a lot of the past and of the future, and the white stag comes out to say believe in the present, believe in yourself and be your own guiding light, trust you know the way. So the white stag, that's Harry Potter's or that was his mom's um Patronus here. And so I just feel this as a guiding light for you. This deer, you may be seeing deer lately a lot. So, gosh, I'm just getting that spirit is really guiding you on the way. And so, that these opportunities that are coming up, you have an intuitive nudge with them. I'm getting with this Knight of Pentacles, and it's just because of the energy of this reading. That's not what it always means, but it's looking very similar to that Devil, isn't it? It's just wrapped in a different way. And so I'm getting that there's like material things that are tempting you, but you see through them. It's like they want you to look. They want you to look, and they want you to see, oh, the 5. Oh, it looks so good. It's golden. Yeah, look at all this abundance. But that's just so limiting. And remember, 5 came out earlier when I said 522. So, and here's a 5 here. So 5 is almost like this portal, this test that you've got to go through, like being tempted. Oh my God. Why is this message not wanting to come out? Because that is that energy of trying to tempt you to not say it. For example, today I have things I have to do this afternoon, and this pulled muscle, which I am now therapizing, is making me want to be like, I can't do those things. But that's the old way of thinking. I'm going to trust spirit and therapize it the best that I can. And I'm going to be careful with it, and I'm going to nurture it, and I'm going to take care of it and listen to it, figure out what it's trying to tell me. And then by the time I need to do those things, I have faith that it's all going to work out, that everything's going to work out. But I am going to move in a forward motion direction. Okay. And my old self would have been like, oh, this is an obstacle. I can't do it. So that energy is here, is that you're having to work through obstacles. And so it feels like you're not able to, it just feels like it feels like the past and the future keep coming up in your mind because you feel like you can control those. The past has already happened, so you can control the thoughts about the past because it's already happened. It's done. You know what happened. The future, you try to predict it, and so that's another thing of control, when really Spirit's trying to get you to focus on the now, the present, and believe in the energy of where you are flowing to. Okay, anything else? Nope, they're wanting me to end on a Bob Ross card, so I'm going to get those out. And yeah, that was some pretty major energy coming through there. We got old Bob with the 9 of clubs saying, and the more that you paint, the more that you are able to visualize. I love that to end this reading on, that the more you tap into this energy of moving forward, even though your old self keeps nagging at you like this devil on your shoulder, the more that that voice weakens and gets lower, and the more that your light shines forward as the high priestess that you are. And so it's easier to trust it and go with it. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to end there. Thank you so, so much. Please look out for that poll that I posted on my community page, asking what topic you're most interested in if I start a podcast here on YouTube, where I will talk about topics that I feel people want to know more about, and they want to know possibly my take on those certain topics. Okay, so check it out, let me know, and yeah, much love and light to you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.